Hi everybody, this is Lynn from mamas.got.plans, and I am back with another plan with me. This week we're planning for the week of January 15th through January 21st, and I am going to be using this gorgeous kit from Lily Meeko Designs. I did just want to mention I do have a coupon code for Lily and Meeko. It is mamas.got.plans 30 for 30% off in her shop. So I am going to get started as I usually do with the bottom washi. You can see here the bottom washi was a little thick, and because it was such a busy design, I wanted to give some white space both above and below it. So I decided to just use my X-Acto knife and take off, I think I took off about 1/4 of an inch. I had some trouble cutting it at first, and I kind of had to go over it a few times with my X-Acto knife. I don't know if it was my X-Acto knife or the paper. The paper is the premium matte from Lily Meeko, and it's beautiful. It's very, very buttery, and I mean literally when you touch it, it's so soft. But I did find this week that I had some trouble like taking the stickers off of the backing. And I don't know if that was a product of the way that the stickers were cut or a product of the paper. So you'll see as it goes along. I kind of just, some of the stickers, I don't know if it was just that it was so slippery, but I did have trouble kind of getting the stickers off of the backing this week. Okay, so I put down the bottom washi, and now here I am going to use the flags that come in the kit to cover the flags in the Erin Condren. They're a little bit smaller than the printed flags on the Erin Condren, so I'm just going to use my whiteout to kind of cover up whatever like color from the flags would be kind of popping out. So you can see that's what I'm doing here. And I've had lots of questions about these tweezers that I use. Again, these are like, they're craft tweezers. There's not even a brand on them, but I did get them from Michael's, and I love them because they have kind of this angled like point to them at the top, and they just make it super, super easy to kind of grab stickers and place them down. I'm not good placing down stickers just with my fingers because my fingers always get in the way. So I love these tweezers. Okay, so once I have the bottom washi put down and the flags, the kit did come with date covers, but I decided not to use them because, again, the colors in the kit are quite saturated and the patterns are quite busy, and I didn't want to overwhelm my entire spread. So I just skipped the date covers, and now I am working on my sidebar. So the first thing I did, as usual, is put down a full box, and I chose the full box that says "Baby, it's cold outside," which actually is kind of ironic because this was one of the warmest weeks that we've had in a while here in New Jersey. I think we actually reached 50 degrees, which is nuts because it's January, but we have been freezing here in New Jersey, so it was kind of nice that we had a little bit of a warm up. After that, I put down a this week header and then 2 of the habit trackers that came in the kit. I'm tracking my vitamins and my nighttime routine. I haven't had to track a no spend in a while because I've been really good, but the winter PBC sale is coming up at the end of this week, and I am very excited because this was the one sale that I said I would shop. So I'm excited to get some new stickers. So after that, I did put down the dinners header that came in the kit, but it was green, and I don't know, it just didn't go with the whole color scheme here on the side. So I took that up and just put down the Monday through Sunday full box, as well as a to-do header and a to-do list. Now moving on to Monday, at first I was going to put down a glitter header, but you'll see that I do end up changing that, and I went with today headers all across the top this week, which is something different for me, and I just wanted to try it out, and I liked the way that it looked. So after that, I put down a no school sticker that is from Once More with Love, because it was Martin Luther King Day, so my boys had no school. I then put down a coffee cup Mona that says Monday Sucks on her coffee, and a little Coffee Monday sticker from Paper and Milk. After that, I put down a half box, and I wrote attempt to repair heat. I don't know, it just didn't go with the whole color scheme here on the side. So I If you watched my previous plan with me, you'll know that our heat went out on Sunday, and we had a repair scheduled for that Monday morning. Unfortunately, it couldn't be repaired. It's an old system. Our house was built in '97, which means the system is over 20 years old, and it was just just a couple of the things that they said they needed to fix was like almost $4,000. So we opted to just replace the system, which was going to be happening the next day. But anyway, after that, I put down a glitter header and then one of the full boxes in the kit. And then I put down a Little Things with a Once More with Love weightlifting munchkin to mark down a lift session for my oldest. And then I used this workout sticker from Love Shira because I also worked out that night. And then I put down a TV Little Things because I think I had marked it down in my previous plan with me. I finally signed up for Hulu, so I was catching up on a bunch of shows, and yeah, Scandal was one of those shows. I did do a little bit of switching around at the bottom of Monday because I didn't like how the two little things were separated, so I just kind of put them together at the bottom. So moving on to Tuesday, I did put down a glitter header, but again, I end up switching that out, and I went with Today headers all across the top this week. After that, I put down a half box and just wrote replace entire HVAC. And I used a Rainbow Bunny Co. sticker that I think is supposed to be for bills, but it's a bunny kind of chasing after like a dollar bill who's like on his way out the door, which I think is hysterical because let me tell you, we replaced our heating system and our AC system both on our top floor and our bottom floor, and it was, oh my god guys, so much money. I don't even want to say how much money it is because maybe if I don't say it, it didn't really happen, but ouch, that hurt. Like writing that check hurt really bad. So anyway, after that I put down a glitter header, and then I am going to use a full box just because the guys were here working. I have to say, for the amount of work that needed to be done, they got it done very quickly. They showed up at around 8:30 in the morning, and I think they were done by 2:30 in the afternoon, but there was like 6 guys here. There were 2 up in my attic, 2 in my basement, and 2 outside by our AC condensers. So they knew what they were doing, and they got it all done. After that, I put down a to-do header and then one of the smaller ombre heart checklists just to mark down some things that I needed to get done. And then I am going to kind of skip down to the bottom. I'm going to put down a few little things. Again, another AR session for my boys and a TV Little Things to mark down that I was still catching up on Scandal. And then I'm just going to use a washi strip just to kind of fill up that empty space here. And here I am just trying to decide, and the one that I picked from the bottom was too big. It was kind of like, I felt like Goldilocks, like trying to find just the right size. That one I think was too small, or I don't know. I'm not a big washi strip user, but I just wanted to like fill up the space a little bit. So anyway, I was having some trouble there. Okay, so moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I did was put down a Today header at the top. And then we actually had a snow day on Wednesday. Thank goodness they fixed my heat the day before. Yeah, so my boys were home on Wednesday because we were snowed in. So I used, again, another label from Once More with Love. And then I am using this Sleep In sticker. This one is from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I love it because it's a little different than her emojis. It's just a doodle with her hand lettering, and I love that. After that, I am going to use a half box, and first I'm going to use first thing I'm doing here actually is filling out an ombre heart checklist. And guys, I wrote vacuum here. You can see I hesitated because I couldn't remember how to spell vacuum. And I know I spelt it wrong. I put 2 C's instead of 2 U's, but I don't know, I just left it because I didn't want to write out a whole nother list, and I didn't want to like white it out or anything, so I kind of just left it. But yes, I do know that I spelled vacuum wrong. Okay, so here I am. I put down, I'm trying to figure out, I made a half box because I finished filming and editing and uploading my plan with me from the previous week, and I was just trying to figure out how to mark that down. I used a YouTube emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And now I'm putting down a to-do header along with that large or that full box ombre heart checklist there. After that, I'm going to use a Van Sticky Chibi Girl to mark down that I painted my nails. And then I'm also going to use a TV sticker. This one is from Stationery Heaven Co. Again, to mark down that I watched Scandal. I hadn't watched it the whole season, so it was taking me a little while to kind of catch up, and I wanted to try to catch up before they came back from break. Was it this week they came back or last week? I can't remember. And then again, I have another workout sticker from Love Shira. That is how I am kind of marking my own personal workouts for the week. And I left it there at the bottom like that, but I actually did go back in and put another little things down at the bottom there. It's off camera, you can't see, because I wanted to mark down that I received my Hello Petite paper TN kit that I had ordered. So moving on to Thursday, the first thing that I did was put down a today header up at the top, and then I put down a full box. After that, I'm using a half box and this Bubba Bear bear sticker holding a shovel to mark down that I needed to shovel our driveway. I don't know why I didn't have my boys do it. Well, my one son had, he was still wearing a sling because he had fractured his elbow. So he couldn't help. And then, I don't know, I just didn't make my oldest go out there and do it. And then, yeah, so then I ended up having to do it on Thursday when they went back to school. After that, I used a laundry sticker from Love Shira. And then here I am using kind of a quarter box and a PR post sticker from Bookish Planning, because every Thursday I post in the Facebook group for Avalon and Ninth, and I just wanted to again remind myself I'm not on Facebook a whole lot, so I definitely need to remind myself to go on there and post. And then I'm using an appointment label and this emoji doctor sticker to mark down that my youngest had. He was going back to the orthopedist, so the good news is that the fracture is healed, but the bad news is that the doctor does not want him returning to sports quite yet, because there is quite a bit of weakness in that arm because he hasn't used it for so long. So he's got another 2 weeks without any sports, so he's a little bummed. So then I did move down to the bottom, again, using a TV Little Things. Now I've moved on to Grey's Anatomy. And then another workout kind of sticker there for my boys for their lift session. And then that went by fast, but I did use a Bubblemon Stickers Co. sticker and a Relax handwritten sticker because I did kind of just chill that afternoon. And I also wanted to mention I did recently join the Bubblemon Stickers Co. PR team. I had been a part of the team previously, so I do have lots of coupon codes and PR codes down below in the description, so definitely check it out if you guys are interested in saving some money on stickers. So moving on to Friday, the first thing I did was put down a today header, and then I used a Hello Friday script sticker from Bookish Planning along with a Grumpy Bear coffee cup sticker that my friend Tanya had gifted me, and I love it, so I put that in there. I then used a quarter label with a Bubba Bear Stickers or Bubba Bear Studio workout girl sticker to mark down that I had an Orange Theory class. After that, I used a Stick With Me Shop lunch date sticker because my friend and I went and got lunch after we worked out. We laugh because there's a diner right next to the Orange Theory studio that we go to, so it's like we work out just so that we can eat. After that, I put down a half box just because we needed to then go and clean out the office at Athletic Republic. And then I used a glitter header and a full box just to take up some time because that's what we did for most of the day. And then in the evening I used 2 munchkins, one eating a pizza and another one watching TV, to mark down that we had Forte for dinner. And then again, I was still kind of catching up on my Grey's Anatomy. Moving on to the weekend, the first thing I did was put down glitter headers. So I did change it up just because I was going to use the weekend banner. So I put down these 2 dark blue glitter headers, and then I used the weekend banner over top of those. I'm using a Coffee Please script sticker from Van Sticky, as well as a coffee cup from a Paperella Story, just to mark that down. Then I'm going to use a half box and a Van Sticky Chibi Girl just to mark down that I was going to be dog sitting my mom's dog, Maggie. My mom has been spending a lot of time visiting my grandma, who she just recently turned 95, God bless her, but she unfortunately has been having some back and hip issues, so my mom has been traveling to visit her, so she leaves her dog with me for the day. After that, I used a quarter box to mark down that my son had a football clinic, and that football sticker is from Planner Frenzy. I then put down a to-do header, and I'm using one of these smaller ombre heart checklists that came with the kit just to mark down some basic things that I needed to get done that day. And then finally in the evening, I wanted to use this half box, but it was just a little bit bigger than I needed because I also did want to use a glitter header. You could see I had a lot of trouble getting that glitter header off there. That was funny. So I just like barely trimmed down the bottom here just so that I could fit it in the space at the bottom of Saturday. And then moving on to Sunday, the first thing I did was put in a sleep in sticker from Love Shira. When I say sleep in, I mean just like sleep past 6 a.m. because my regular alarm is set for 6:15 every morning, but on the weekends I do actually kind of sleep until around 7:30, sometimes even 8 if I'm lucky. So then I put down a to-do header. I'm actually going to switch out the color of that header later just because there was too much blue up at the top. I do switch it out for one of the pink ones. And then I put down one of the larger ombre heart checklists just to mark down some things I needed to get done that day. I did spend quite a bit of time kind of going through my closet and purging. I like to start the new year kind of getting rid of things that I haven't used and decluttering. I think I've mentioned that before to you guys. I then used a Fox and Cactus Kawaii girl holding a grocery bag because we did our grocery shopping. And then I used a half box just to mark down that we watched the NFL games. And that is a sticker from Glam Planner of like a guy and a girl. He's holding a football, so I thought that was appropriate, like my husband and I. I then used a quarter box and a munchkin holding a YouTube symbol because I just needed to kind of catch up on some filming. And then at the bottom there, oh, there I am switching out my to-do header. At the bottom, I'm going to use 2 little things. One to remind myself to charge my Orange Theory. It's like a watch that I wear when I run an Orange Theory, and then also another little things to mark down that I was still catching up on my Grey's Anatomy. And that is it. I hope that you guys really enjoyed this plan with me. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you guys want to keep up to date with all of my future uploads. If you have any questions at all, leave them below in the comments and I will do my best to get back to you. Thanks so much for watching.